Rio fought against the armored hunter, while another armored hunter observed the situation. He noted that the Asura Guild had joined forces with another hunter party, but despite the alliance, they remained weak. The armored hunter believed they held the advantage in both numbers and individual combat prowess. Suho thought to himself that he hadn't used all his powers yet. With a commanding gesture, he said, "Arise." The hunter was shocked as a giant arachnid shadow emerged before him. The massive archene and spider moved across the ground, its presence formidable and unsettling. Rio thought to himself, realizing that Suho was not only physically strong but also a summoner, capable of bringing out such a large number of summons at once. Suho then prepared for his next move, signaling that it was his turn. The giant archine lunged at the scavenger hunters, its massive form charging forward. Randolph, gripping his massive hammer, charged his feet and dashed toward the creature. With a powerful motion, he launched an attack toward the giant archine, impressed by the unexpected strength and strategy behind the summon. Suho called out to Randolph. Meanwhile, Baru observed the situation closely, noting that even though the creature had become weaker after being turned into a shadow soldier, it was still impressive. The magic beast that had once posed a significant challenge for Suho was easily defeated in a single blow. Baru concluded that, as expected, the human appeared to be the strongest one present. Suho recognized that it was the perfect timing and called for the bond skill with Gray. Essel quickly intervened, asking him to wait a moment. Suho was puzzled by her request. Essel suggested using the bond skill with her this time, noting that he had learned how to increase the charge rate while clearing the gate. Suho hesitated, unsure about using a skill he had never tried in real combat. Essel, determined, pleaded for the opportunity to help him. An explosion erupted behind Essel, drawing her attention. Rio quickly shouted that magic beasts' eye were approaching, the sounds of battle likely attracting them. He warned that there were more at the other entrance as well. Randolph, watching the situation unfold, pieced together the prophecy his boss had heard. A life born of death, which appeared from the shattered seal, will appear at the tomb possessing powers to raise the dead. The mummies seemed to fit this prophecy. Randolph realized that claiming the power to raise the dead would be the best course of action for his guild, but with the competition between guilds intensifying, he hesitated to back off. Suho fought the undead with determination in his eyes, while Randolph simply closed his eyes. Rio, also battling the undead, was shocked by the situation. The Scavengers Guild, under Randolph's command, moved to ignore the other hunters and head deeper into the dungeon, toward the boss room. Rio, surrounded by undead, became frustrated as he realized the intention to use the magic beasts to hold them down. The path to the inner parts of the dungeon seemed to be their goal. Suho, recognizing the situation, thought to himself that they might lose the reward if things continued this way. Suho commanded Gray, and they merged together. The massive beast launched an attack toward Suho, but in an instant, Suho killed the giant beast and the 4 common undead. Rio, staring at Suho, was left in shock at the display of power. Suho decided to clean up the area quickly and follow the others. Rio, still in shock, couldn't believe what he had just witnessed and thought to himself, wondering what kind of person Suho really was. Meanwhile, deep in the pyramid, the Scavengers Guild continued fighting the undead. Randolph, observing the situation, thought about Suho and how he seemed to be hiding more than he let on. Randolph became even more intrigued, wanting to face him once he had secured the power to raise the dead. As he gazed ahead, he finally noticed something and said to himself, realizing it was the entrance to the boss room. The door slowly opened, revealing someone, or rather something, chained up inside. The hunters, observing the figure, murmured among themselves, wondering if it was the boss and whether it was sleeping. Randolph, however, stood still, his mind racing. He thought to himself about the prophecy that spoke of a life born of death, one that would emerge by shattering a seal. The sight of the chained magic beast only confirmed his suspicions. The magic beast continued speaking in its beastly language as it struggled, forcing its hand to break the chains that bound it. Randolph ordered his members to prepare for combat. As soon as the chains snapped, the magic beast used them as weapons, swinging them violently. In an instant, all of Randolph's guild members were struck down and killed. The chains fell to the floor as the beast advanced toward the only remaining hunter, Randolph. Randolph's mind raced in disbelief. What in the... he thought. The guild's tanks, known for their durability, had been wiped out by the beast's chain attack. The massive magic beast stood before Randolph, towering over him. Randolph's thoughts turned bitter as he realized the creature, once focused on the other hunter, now seemed to be looking down on him. Randolph activated his giant's armor skill, his eyes filled with burning determination as he charged at the massive beast. He launched his strongest attack, but the beast remained completely unmoved, showing no reaction whatsoever. Randolph, stunned by the result, thought to himself that the beast hadn't even budged an inch from his most powerful strike. The beast continued to speak in its beast language as it clenched its fist, then released a powerful punch toward Randolph. The blow sent Randolph crashing through the wall, instantly killing him. The beast stood over him, reflecting on the outcome. It observed the first living creature to visit it, noting how the one it had barely managed to find had broken so easily. Unbothered, the beast prepared for more, sensing that there were still others left to face.